Dracula 3 is only pretty loosely a sequel to the previous Dracula games. It takes place a couple of decades later in 1920 with a new character. You play as Arno, a priest from the Vatican who is investigating whether to make a woman named Martha from the small town of Valletta Viste into a saint. The townspeople claim that in death, touching her grave performs healing miracles.
That woman was truly a saint. I often go pray on her grave.
I leaned on Martha's gravestone and said 3 prayers, and the next day I was cured.
In life, she helped many people in her infirmary, which is now in the care of a young woman named Maria.
I am Dr. Maria Florescu. The Vesnicia Foundation offered me this job after the death of Dr. Caligaro.
A journalist named Stephen Luca claims that Martha's death was a murder by vampires.
Martha, well, she was killed for defying evil.
A claim which he backs up with strange blood tests and other documents. He says Martha was following the path of the dragon.
The path of the dragon?
The dragon. The vampire. Dracula.
This is essentially a series of 7 rituals that will lead you to the man himself. Whatever, I guess somehow Dracula returned.
The path of the dragon leads to his lair.
Since some of the rituals Martha was involved in were related to ritualistic blood sacrifice, the church decides that maybe she isn't a great candidate for sainthood.
I have proof that Martha believed in vampires and kept them away with the sacred host.
How could that be? What a disappointment.
But the church finds all this vampire business as pure nonsense, so you're given a new task: to investigate vampires and disprove their existence using science and history.
Study the legend. Demolish it. Prove that it is not based on reality.
I'm Janos Peckmester, assistant professor in the medieval history department at the University of Alba Iulia. I'm verifying some locations and doing a little excavation at the Castle of Twilight on the heights near the village. The recognized expert on the subject was Professor Van Bergen. At his death, his superb collection was bequeathed to his successor, Professor Irina Buksov.
So Professor Boxoff would be the person to consult?
Irina Buksov? I tried to contact her, but I was rejected.
Do you have her phone number? Who knows? Maybe I'll be luckier than you.
Vampires. You're interested in vampires.
Just to demystify them.
I'll accept to help you, Father, but I don't trust the telephone. Could you visit me at my office in Budapest?
Alright, I guess this woman is...
Father Arno, I presume. This book, The Lords of Twilight, is the most rigorous volume ever written on vampires. Open it.
If you follow the path of the dragon, you, a human, can become a vampire. I see. Is that what we're gonna do? Are we gonna become like a vampiric priest? Like accidentally somehow?
7 trials to change a man into a bloodthirsty monster who pretends to deal with God as an equal. The keys to the path of the dragon are hidden in ancient documents. The angel on the left holds 2 chalices.
In your copy, the angel on the left is only holding 1
I
chalice.
can barely see the...
Absolutely. An object is associated with each stage of the path. There are 6 others to discover.
Okay, I guess we're going back to Vlad's Viste.
Thank you for stopping by. I noticed that my blood stocks were really insufficient. Would you let me take a sample of yours?
Certainly. I was a priest medic during the war.
Then you'll be able to do it yourself. Great. I have to go.
What?
Could you mark your blood type in the analysis reports? And also determine the types of the last 3 donors? Oh yes, and if the phone rings, please answer.
I don't know what I'm doing. How do you take your own blood? Wait, what is this? How does this work? Is there like a user's manual on this? Or, well, so cotton, alcohol, tourniquet around my arm? Can I tighten the tourniquet? Oh, whoa. That was crazy. How'd that work?
The ampoule is full. Perfect.
I almost feel like I learned something from that. That felt like an actual procedure.
Now I have to figure out my blood type.
Alright, maybe, okay, if we put yellow on the left and blue on the right, and then red. No, but see, that's... I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do blood tests. What, do I look like a doctor? Do I go to med school? Do I look like I'm $200,000 in debt? I don't go to no med school. Maybe, you know what, maybe we have to, like... The way to figure out, like, whose blood is what is that you have to take someone else's blood. Okay, maybe this is like just telling them, like, I have to, like, do this to, like, if I mix in yellow, right, then it mixes. But blue doesn't. So, because this is blood type A, this is what a blood type A looks like. 810 is type O. Let's try that. And so, if type O is what they both fill up, yeah, then I must be type B. I'm B. There we go.
Perfect. I'm sure of my results. Maria should be happy. I've done my work well.
You mean you've done her work well?
Look at this book. It's Dracula by Bram Stoker.
What a massive novel. Let's peruse it to see if there are any interesting parts.
What, can I just read the whole novel? Because Dracula can turn into literal mist, he can literally just fit through tiny little cracks and go through anything. And he can see in the dark. He can only pass running water at the slack or the flood of the tide. And apparently he's from Turkey. Huh.
The author used Vlad Tepes as his model for the character of Dracula.
Vlad Tepes?
The one who used to rule from the Castle of Twilight, whose ruins you must have noticed.
Vlad was reproached for everything, even for having abjured orthodoxy to convert to Catholicism. But his life is only known through the writings of his enemies. It's said that one Easter he treacherously seized all the noblemen in his country, and he made them labor naked till they died of exhaustion. But they omit to point out that these noblemen had betrayed all the previous kings. Vlad was acting for the best.
Oh god, this guy's a Vlad Tepes defender? Man, I didn't know we had those.
I worked late. I finished my report, then I went to bed.
Did someone die?
Mr. Luca asked me to wake him up early. He wanted to leave for Turkey. For Turkey! Imagine that. So, I knocked on his door this morning several times, but he didn't answer.
Oh, is that blood?
Good God. Shot at point-blank range. The killer entered through the window. I have to alert the police immediately. The journalist Stefan Luca was murdered in his room at the inn in Vladiviste.
Murdered? Are you sure of that?
Shot to death. Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
That's regrettable, because I can't send anyone over.
Wait,
We
what?
fear riots, and I need all my men.
Then what must I do?
Are you kidding me?
Let's see. Can you
Are
contact
you
the doctor?
this useless?
Yes, Doctor.
How are the
Open an
police this
investigation as soon as
useless?
possible.
There's
Goodbye,
literally a
Inspector.
murder and they can't send anyone because there's riots.
Since the police aren't doing their duty,
Yeah.
it's up to me to pursue the job Martha and Stefan undertook. So I'll follow the path, wherever it might lead.
Well, at least that's one more character they don't have to remember the name of, right?
Do you have any ideas about this murder?
Perhaps something political.
Are the police just not picking up right now? Imagine just getting a dial tone on 911, just no one wants to answer. They're too busy just throwing tear gas at protesters. Do they have tear gas back then? What they used back then? Maybe mustard gas instead? Fox Peak in Turkey. With a photo even.
Where exactly is the Fox Peak mentioned in the letter?
Let's see. Do you know where Fox Peak is?
In Turkey? Of course, there's that map in the bureau drawer. Look at this train ticket. I found it slipped within a map of Turkey.
That's very convenient. Okay, so yes, I am in Turkey now. This mountain is Dracula's prison from centuries ago. Let's descend into the mountain. Okay, so this is the ritual to turn yourself into a vampire, I guess. First you cut yourself, then you kill an ox, then you turn into a fox? I don't really understand.
I hope that this passage will lead me back to my campsite. I'm going to make a fire to warm us up.
Let's see. Can I burn the Bible? Would that work? Oh, actually, wait. I'm pretty sure we could start a fire without burning the Bible. This seems kind of sacrilege. Aren't I a priest? Oh, well.
I need a little dry wood.
Oh, like the crucifix.
Oh well, I've no choice.
You really did have a choice. You made a fire before, didn't you? Really? Your only choice was burning a Bible? Are you kidding me?
This dream has revealed to me the exact nature of the first trial. In fact, I've already passed it by collecting my blood in a sterile vial.
Let's go to Budapest.
The door has been forced.
Uh-oh.
My
Another
Lord.
murder.
Could Arena box off have been poisoned?
I don't know. That looks like really good handwriting for someone who, you know, was literally dying.
It's Latin. Arma sunt inde mala. There are weapons and therefore misfortune.
There's some kind of weird Latin cattle. Wait, this is Inri. Is that what that said down there? I don't know. I can't read it. I mean, stop smudging your blood when you're writing. Come on. Alright, you know what? Let's try clicking around randomly again.
It'd be better for me to focus my research instead of randomly consulting documents.
No, it's better to be randomly consulting documents. I don't want to solve a puzzle.
Dissertatio Physica.
Obviously, one of these books is the right one, right? I mean, how many are there? Like 25 per row? 1, 2, 3. That's only 3,000 books to look through. I mean, I could do that in an afternoon, probably, right? What have I got better to do with my life?
Empty space.
Oh my god, I made a discovery. I mean, barely. Is there some object I can place in this empty space? I'm not really getting much out of this empty space. At least it's a discovery. Let's keep going. I did it! Oh, I unstuck myself through sheer brute force. I'm so satisfied.
There's mail waiting for you up there.
What? What? Ow, crap. Oh, I died. Let's put, no. Maybe you can just like run back, no? What can I do to save myself? The knife. There we go. Thumbtacks. So now when I cut it, I don't die.
Lord, this infernal device would have pulverized me if I hadn't been able to disarm it.
Can I take it?
There was a bomb on my door.
I've got nothing to do with it, Father. It's Master Janos Peckmeister. They could have burned my inn, like the church.
Wait, the church burned down?
I was wondering if you could give me some matches.
What do you want matches for? Do you want to like burn the rest of it down? Like maybe if it's only half burned, he gets less insurance money. Yeah, sure, fine. Take these matches, dude.
Thanks, Father. You can take my spade whenever you want.
Well, I have a spade now. Whose grave can I dig up? I assume that's what this is for. It's an adventure game. You know how many times I've dug up a grave?
Forgive this profanation, Lord. This difficult task must be carried out.
Why do you have to ask to borrow the shovel, but you don't have to ask to dig up the grave? Ow. Kind of wild that they just leave in this giant stake during the funeral. And cool, now I got some ashes. That's what I opened this for, literally just to get some ashes. Maybe part of the ritual is like getting the ashes of a vampire and then like drinking them. Like maybe it's like a protein shake.
It looks as if there's something in this coffin. Janos! No doubt about it, he's breathing. He doesn't seem in critical condition, but it's impossible to wake him up.
Oh, he's got some stuff. Okay, I mean, this is helpful, maybe. Ooh, keys. Key on lockbox. There we go. He's got, like, a sick Enigma machine. Is the game just assuming I know how to use an Enigma machine already? Is there gonna be directions on this, or... Right, okay, so I guess each day of the week, there's a different order of these codes, right? But this was August 28th, so I want Saturday. What I don't have is Friday and Saturday, so I don't have those codes. But are these arranged in an order that makes any sense? I don't know. Like, the difficulty just spiked. The first thing in the message is always the location. Right, he's in Munich, so we should see the first letter as an M, and if we don't see the first letter as an M, then we know we got the order wrong. If this is the correct order, a Y should give me an M, and it doesn't, so it's not the right order. So let's try different dials, because there's only 120 of these combinations.
This was almost an amazing puzzle. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that only took not forever. Oh, well, yeah, this is definitely the code here. Alright, now what does this one say? Oh, this is why Martha wears a veil all the time, because half her face is burned off. Marian Marescu died. Okay, so Maria is undead.
What's that letter on the counter?
It's for Master Peckmeister.
Oh, is it then? I'm going to open it. The paper has holes in it.
Wait, what?
I should examine this letter on a light table.
There's a light-up table in here.
The paper was pierced by a needle.
CCHHHHO. What does this even mean? It's like another code word. Like, I gotta put this back in the Enigma machine. But then this is saying Friday. Oh my god, I don't have frickin' Friday. Are you frickin' kidding me? Brute forcing every puzzle is something that's fun, and it's something that someone who enjoys the game would do, right? And not just someone who's a masochist, right? Well, that was a complete waste of my life. Why did I do that? You know, you think about the hours of your life you'll never get back. And that certainly is one of them. I definitely should have gone to a guide like 10 hours ago. But now I'm just so committed, I feel like I can't give up. Do I really want my 4 hours of clicking on library books and my 3 hours of clicking on typewriter keys to be completely for nothing? This is referring to the bottles of chemical formula. Each of these letters is an element in the chemical makeup of a chemical that you need to use on this letter. Even now that I know the solution, it's not like obvious what to do even. Like, I can't just take this and put this in the solution. I have to take the sponge, soak it, first rinse the sponge, sorry. I've got to take the sponge and put it in here and then wipe it on there. And then I still don't know what I'm looking at. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? But why does every step of this have to be painful? I don't understand. I don't understand who the demographic is for a person to both enjoy this game and to be able to solve the puzzles. Because I feel like if you have the intelligence to solve these puzzles, then you also have the intelligence to never play this game. Now, can you tell here that there's a piece of microfilm? You have to find the pixel here.
I've got something in my tweezer.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, I have a piece of microfilm. Can we put the microfilm on the thing? We have to develop the film. So let's grab the photographic paper, get some exposure, just drop some hydroquinol, some metal.
This print is good for the trash.
Wait, no, wait.
I must have done something wrong.
Okay, may I hang this up? There. Okay, nope.
This print is good for the trash.
See, like, it would be nice if the game could just tell me that I at least did some of this puzzle right. I don't even know if I'm even approaching getting this right. I have an advantage here. I literally already did this exact process in another video game. Why am I having difficulty with this? But you know what? If I keep at this for like a good 30 minutes or something, I might be able to get this. There. We good? Great. What did this tell me? We literally already saw this photograph earlier. This photo was already here! And the only reason we had to do it was so that we could arbitrarily complete that objective, so we could arbitrarily have someone else tell us to do something else.
Now you know your friends and your enemies.
Do I?
Look for a print near the water.
Yeah, okay, so I couldn't go down here before because you didn't tell me to go down here. Even though had I walked down here, I would have found a really weird gravestone here. That would have been pretty notable. That would have stood out more than, I don't know, a piece of microfilm attached to a piece of paper that needed to be chemically treated.
The imprint of a bowl.
May no one remove this bowl. He who steals it should be killed.
Find the bowl that was stolen.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere, right? Is this a dowsing rod? Is this gonna help me find the goblet? I like how I just know this is a dowsing rod already. The game doesn't bother to actually explain these things. Oh, whoa. That is a interesting animation.
I should dig here.
I can actually find the clickable object as opposed to these other games.
Mortar ship.
Ow, oh, crap. I am on a battlefield, so...
Gently.
Just very carefully. Oh, crap. Why do I want this oil can exactly? Am I supposed to light this on fire? Yes. Oh, and then go into the... See, I wasn't even thinking that. Wait a minute, I feel like that's gonna, like, make us a vampire.
I have no light.
Well, good thing I can see in the dark, because I'm literally a vampire. I mean, this is kind of neat. I'm, like, buried alive. There we go.
The smoke is suffocating. Let's not stay here.
Don't worry, you can't die, you're a vampire. Let's keep going through. Oh yeah, he's pale too, look at him. This seems like one of these Joker traps, where one of us has to die for one of us to move on. Anyway, we've got some nice symbols here. You know, I bet this is like rock, paper, scissors. Lizard Spock. Like the 3-headed dragon beats the 2-headed dragon. Also, hey, can you stop smoking? Can vampires get cancer? Yes, vampires can get cancer. Okay, thanks AI Google. I'll just click a symbol. There's not any logic to this. It's not like he's telling me his choice ahead of time. Alright, Janos, time to get wrecked. I can save my game, and you can't. Uh-oh.
This prison was designed to allow just one of us two to leave it.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to kill him. No, I can be a good priest and not murder him.
The steel points that were threatening you have withdrawn into the wall.
Hey, you know, I'm just saying, you could just reach your hand through the grating here and press the button. Oh well, see ya.
What's at the top of the tower?
Ballroom.
What happens at the end of the route?
The initiate must accomplish one last rite. That is, if he knows the order of the trials, as well as the objects and symbols related to each of them.
No, I don't know that. Great. Trial 1 is, like, blood sacrifice. Well, you know what? We probably start here, because there's a bottle of blood here. Can I just put any object in here? Oh, that's not good. Don't tell me I can put literally any object on here. They just want you to have no hints. They want you to know nothing. They want every solution to be valid. Great. Why do you have to be this way, game? Why do you have to give me 7 identical pedestals? And I didn't even know the order of the trials throughout the game as I was playing them. Do I have to draw a pentagram on every one of these things or something? Oh, wait a minute. Are there different symbols? Is there more than one symbol? I never drew another symbol in this game. I literally only know one single symbol. Okay, there's a symbol. It's like a pitchfork. Well, let's see if I can figure out a third symbol. What about an inverted cross? There we go. What other occult symbols do we have? Like, what about 666? A D for Dracula? What about a help? Alright, what other symbols can I draw that are evil? I feel like if I just keep drawing symbols that are pure evil, eventually I'll get one that's correct, right? What, like the symbol of math? Wait, actually? And that almost looks like something. Wait a minute. Is there another symbol here? I don't know. Something like this?
Look at this nice high-res image. What is this but not a symbol of the dragon?
What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. No? Why doesn't that symbol work? So I did know what the symbol was. It just didn't accept... I mean, first off, they barely give it to you. It is just like so faded on the side of a mountain. How many times can I draw it before it actually decides that it wants to function? There it is. Okay. See, it had to be a lot wider than it was in the picture. Great, I did it. Alright, so finally I'm in like the end game, I assume. Are we finally gonna get to see Dracula? So, can we just like drive a stake through his heart or something? Does that work?
An illusion.
What?
It was just an illusion.
That wasn't even real?
Now I've lost all my weapons.
Is that Maria?
Arno, I'm so happy you made it this far. When I was Martha, hidden by a veil, happiness was forbidden me.
So you have become the servant of Dracula.
He offered me the unthinkable, eternal beauty. In a bit I'll leave you alone and he will approach you. Above all, don't do anything rash.
Hey, it's Dracky.
On your knees now, for your baptism in blood. How dare you!
Rip. The ending of the game is you blow up Dracula, he turns into mist, and you die. Good story.